More, let's bring in Niinami, Chairman and CEO of Suntory Holdings, also, and probably more importantly, Chairman of the Japan Association of Corporate Executives and Senior Economic Advisor to the Prime Minister. He joins us now live. Niinami-san, good morning. Great to see you again. It's been a long time, so a pleasure having you back on the show. I have to say, and this has gone pretty public, you've been commenting about why Japan has not been able to reach a trade agreement with the U.S. Yet, even after 7 rounds of talks. And it's significant that you're saying it as the head of the Chief Executives Association. I mean, it's not Keidanren, but you could argue that it's actually even more influential because it's a lobby group for CEOs. Explain to us why you think, or what has been the main roadblocks or challenges, why both sides have not been able to come to a deal.
Well, first of all, President Trump had very high expectations to Japan to become a showcase to other countries in terms of how to manage the negotiations on tariffs and the many issues related to the tariffs. But Japan didn't align his expectations. So that brought a huge disappointment to the president. And I thought that Japan should become the fast track to resolve all the issues related to the tariffs. Because as a consequence of this lingering negotiations on the tariffs, Japan's consumer confidence has been weakened, waning, amplified by the current inflation concerns shared by the general public. So I thought that the government should have aligned like a 10% increase or 10% tariff as a reciprocal and standard. But the government of Japan has been pretty much consistent not to accept 10%. So, as a matter of fact,
Niinami-san, let me quickly jump in. Is it just about the reciprocal 10%, or do you believe that the Ishiba administration should have just accepted 25% tariffs on autos and as well opened up Japan's rice market to American rice?
Well, to be honest, I think from the beginning, Japan didn't accept the 10%, even 10%. I think Japan should have analyzed that the 10% is a must. And if that had happened, we would not have been discussing the 25%, which means as a consequence. So I don't think we should accept the 25% as a government, but we should give the posture that Japan is going to open the country like non-tariff barriers on the safety standards of the automobiles. So, and plus, we should talk about how to agree on agricultural products to be imported more. But to be honest, we are importing half a million tons of rice from the U.S. And based on the WTO standards, we need to import 770,000 tons of rice, and out of which we import 500,000 tons from the U.S. So there is no room for Japan to increase from that standard. But we could step into perhaps another 500,000 tons, but it needs lots of support from the ruling party key people. We are now in at the time of the upper house elections, and Ishiba is leading the ruling party called LDP. LDP is now losing the elections. It's not so popular. So which means at this moment, he's not in a position to make a bold decision to open the country for agricultural products. That's a concern. But in the meantime, Japan wants to resolve and these frictions friction with the United States and to settle this key issue of the tariffs, especially automobile. So at least before the election day of the July 20th, Japan must show willingness and posture to settle and agree with the United States. And I think at least a deadline